how to become successful. I'm an intuitive empowerment life purpose coach, and that is a question that every client asks me, along with, what's my life purpose? What is that? And then how do I become successful? And then I will say to them, you become yourself. And they'll look at me like, that doesn't make sense. It should be more difficult than that. I said, nope, that's what it is. You just become yourself, and you will be successful. And they said, well, I think I am being myself. I say, no, you're not. Because if you were, you would be successful. That's really what it is. And what I've discovered is that everybody has the ability, has that within them to become successful. They just have to become themselves. But we don't do that because we think that somehow we're not important, that we don't have qualities, that we don't have a contribution that we could make to the world, that whatever. We've accepted different beliefs probably most of our lives, or long before that, or we've adopted or adapted certain ideas and principles from our parents, from our families, from our ancestors, or what it is. So we think we can't do that. We can't be the people that could become successful because we can't become ourselves. Why can't we become ourselves? Because we're afraid. Why are we afraid? Because we think people are going to judge us in a certain way. We might fail. That's why we're afraid. So we can't possibly become ourselves. And then also, we can't believe that who we are, that we were born with something just within us that would cause us to be ourselves and become successful. And I say, yes, you are. And it's there. And I can talk about that because I didn't believe it either. And that's why I'm doing this video. I got to tell you, I was in a group the other day, a group of a lot of other coaches and healers and all kinds of folks. There was about 50 of us there. And when it was my turn to talk, I said, oh, he goes, what's going on with you, Roger? I said, oh, I discovered that my life worked. I'm saying that really, my life worked. I reached the place where I absolutely knew why I was here, what my purpose is, and what I'm meant to do, and that is to help others find that right place in their lives, and I didn't know that forever. In 1972, I found myself in some workshop that I didn't have no idea how I got there, but it was on personal development. I thought, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I was so inspired by it. 1972. But I didn't do that. I decided, no, that's not me. Only certain people could do that because they have more than I do. They have more wisdom, knowledge, something that I couldn't possibly do that. So I kind of let that go. And so then I tried doing everything else. Every other job, everything, every career. I just went from one to the other. Wow. Didn't find it. Then in 1988, I was convinced by my coach, by a mentor. I said, you've got to coach. You've got to leave this and go. I said, I can't do that. That doesn't make sense. I'm a messed up person. I can't do that. And they said, yes, you got to do it. And so that's what I started. Now, being really afraid, I said, what can I do? So I started meditating, which I had been doing a little bit before. I wasn't a very religious person, but I did consider myself to be spiritual. So I would meditate and receive information. Then one day, out of my desperation, I decided I was reading something, and I heard about automatic writing, where this one guy who was going through a big change in his life decided he was going to start trying automatic writing, where you would just receive information, just sit there and meditate and receive information and see what would happen. And then he said it started to help him. So I said, sounds good, I'll try it. So I started doing it. It didn't work at first. A little while later, it started coming through. And I thought this was weird. And I started receiving this information. And then I said, who's talking to me? And they said, you can call us whatever you want. Make up a name. And Wilhelm is the name that came to me. 1988. And I've been doing it since then. But I didn't tell anybody, see, because I couldn't become who I am. I couldn't let other people see who I am and what I brought to the world, even though it was weird and different than some other people that were in my experience. I've come to see now that, wow, no, many other people are doing this. A lot of people doing it. It wasn't just me. But for some reason, I put it in my brain, no, it can't be me. And this is exactly what I see with my clients. No, I couldn't have been given something. No, I don't have anything. I'm doomed. I'm cursed. I'm being punished. And a lot of that is going on right now in the world because of the way the world looks. We think everything is falling apart, and why is this happening? Well, I was privy, I was given the information from all the work that I've done with my Wilhelm, with my intuitive side, with my channeling, with my information that has helped me move through this. So I thought, well, I guess that's who I am. Maybe I'm supposed to help other people do the same thing, except I couldn't believe that. That couldn't be me. And many of you might have known that I recently, about a couple of months ago, I discovered that my Wilhelm said, we gave you everything you needed to know in 2012. And I'm thinking that couldn't be possible because I'm not that person who's supposed to be successful. I am not that person who's supposed to receive anything or have any value or talent. Just like all of my clients say. That's what you say. So then I decided I would test this. Let me see. I kept judging it. I kept saying that can't possibly be true. And this is the struggle that I see every client go through. No, I think I'm supposed to do this, but I don't know. I don't have the talent. How could I have been given this? I don't have the ability. It goes on all the time. See, I did that, and that's why I talked about it so much just a couple of months ago when I turned 71. Because I said, it doesn't matter how old you are when you figure this out. Except you could figure it out earlier if you were to do something. I wasn't willing to do a lot of things back then. I am now. So when they told me that they gave me everything in 2012, they said it's called Your Life Operating Instructions. But that doesn't make any sense. So then I doubted it. I kept testing it. Then I decided I've got to find it. I say everything to my clients. If you doubt something, go and do it and see what comes up. So that's what I did. I always do what I tell my clients to do because I don't like putting anything out unless I know that it works, unless I know that it gives you some sort of a benefit that's going to be valuable. And this did. So I have all of these folks in there now who are causing me to become so inspired and to know that I have finally found where I'm supposed to be and my life worked because this stuff was real. What they are doing now is working through all of their crap, because that's what we have to do in life, is work through all of the restrictions and all this gunk we've been carrying around that's holding us back. That's what's going on now, because in the world, when we come under pressure, like a pandemic or whatever, we start to go inside. We start to look at things. That's why people aren't going back to work, because they found, wait a minute, there's something else for me to do. Once I become quiet and I have to stay home, I find out there's something else for me to do. And a lot of people are going through that. And so what has caused me to be so happy, I'm sitting there last night and I'm looking at some of the assignments that some of the folks have done in this program, and I'm just blowing away. I mean, I know that it's been difficult. Some of them have gotten to places where it was traumatic. It was difficult what they looked at. I said, that's okay, because we're going to reframe it. We're going to just change it. And then to see the changes that they have made so quickly. It's only been a week and a half. And they've made so many changes, and it's so thrilling. And so it tells me, oh yeah, this is what I was supposed to do. And my doubt pushed me into finally doing it, just as it would do for many people. Anyway, so what I've decided to do, I'm telling you all of this because I'm going to keep this going. These are the changes that I'm making in my life, and this is where I'm going. As I told you, I put this program out just to try it, but now I'm just opening it. It's just going to keep going. This is the thing that I love doing. And what I'm doing, you see that it's one price now. And anyone who comes in before the end of the year, before December 31st, you will be able to come in at that price. Because what's probably going to happen, people are having so much fun with this that they're going to want to renew and keep going month after month, because it doesn't end. We're always changing. The reason I'm saying that, because what I have done my entire life since 1988 basically is every day I have a routine, I meditate, and I find information. That's what's kept me on track. That's what's kept me moving forward. That's what's caused me to experience success, was doing that. So that's what I decide. That's what I'm giving to everyone else. I didn't create it. It was given to me, and I'm just passing it on to you. So anyone who wants to come in now, you can come in at that price, because I know it's going to change next year. It's going to go up because people are having so much fun with it that it's going to become that much more valuable, and I only have time to work with so many people, because I love doing the calls that we do, the Zoom calls, because those are valuable. And it's so amazing to see your faces and to hear and read what you're doing and accomplishing and changing. It's made all of me worth it. That's what I'm saying. And now I'm successful. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with anything, all of that. It only has to do with how you feel. My success is that I am feeling confident. I'm no longer doubting. I'm no longer afraid. And that's what I want for you. Enjoy.